Welcome back! Let me tell you, I've been so busy planning 2021 gardening year for the whole year and more. I've got this book and I finally decide what I'm gonna grow this year. Let's get started. So today's topic is the final list. What are we going this year in the garden? This is my 5th year gardening on scale. I'm gardening at the moment. You need to know I've got a big vegetable garden. I've got a polytunnel and 3 greenhouses and raised beds. So it is a lot. So when I'm revealed now that I've got the final plan, I am actually really happy because that involves hundreds and hundreds of seeds sorting out. So I've got the list now, what I'm going to sow each month. So I've got a plan from January till December this year, what I'm going to sow in the garden, in the polytunnel, in the greenhouses, in the raised beds. So yeah, it is so much information. It's too much to tell you in one go. So I've separated. Today I'm going to talk about what I will be sowing in a garden. And in the next video I'm going to talk about what I will be sowing and growing in the polytunnel and so on. So the garden, I've got spring and summer and then autumn winter plan, because what I am doing at the moment, I will be doing a garden tour, so you will see what is out in the garden at the moment. So probably I will show you the garden first and I will show you this video after, so you got a picture what is there now, so you'll understand what I try to do then in upcoming months, because my garden is so full at the moment and it is so cold anyway. I won't be sowing and putting much things out in the garden for a good few months. In the garden, just on top of my head, there is still growing parsnip, parsley, carrot, celeriac, leek, beetroot, garlic for later on, but it is there now. Sorrel, cauliflower, purple sprouting broccoli, broad beans. I've got my herb garden, but sage thyme doing really well at the moment. I've got some onions from last year sprouted, so I'll let them just give it a go. I've got kale, swede, cabbages, radishes, lettuces. Is that enough? You know what I mean? So it's quite full on, that garden is, but I need a plan what I'm going to do. I'm going to have beans, peas, sunflower, sweet corn, squash, loofah, pumpkins, cucumber, cucumber, courgette, a couple of herbs like marjoram, dill, green lentils, lettuce, carrot and beetroot. So this is gonna be my spring and summer harvest. Mostly summer, because the spring harvest is what it's there now. This is gonna be more summer harvest. So I put them in like little sections. So I've got beans. I'm gonna have, where is my beans? I can show you. Here they are. How cool is this? So in here I've got all the beans and a sticker that these will be going out in May. And I've got a different kind of beans. So I've got the runner bean, Dobby's Firestorm. I've got some home saved butter beans. quickly show you. I'm going to try this meter bean. You know, those really long ones. I've not tried them before, always wanted to try. I've got the bollotis. I love these, they look ace. And I'm gonna try black-eyed beans. This is actually shop bought. I'm trying it in the water now. I'm curious if it's gonna sprout. I bought it from organic shop, but we'll see if it sprouts. Then I will be growing this as well. I've got the two dwarf French bean, purple TP, and just a normal yellow. These two. So yeah, so let's go back to my list. So it's the butter bean, black-eyed bean, bollotis, runner bean. I've got also soya bean, but I'm going to grow it in the bucket. I've got the yellow and purple French and the purple TP, not the purple TP French bean, but the meter bean, natural seeds, Portugal. Yeah, so this is my bean box. Next, peas. So the beans I'm going to sow. What I'm gonna do, I've got another plan in here, what I'm gonna do with the beans. I'm going to sow them in May. These are the polytunnel plants. That's the garden. So these are the beans. Yeah, I'm gonna probably soak seeds and then direct sow and sow in modules for backup. And let's see what's happening. Because I've got so many beans, I don't mind to play. And this is all game for me, I'm learning. So I'm gonna direct sow in May, possibly after the frost, all my beans in the garden, but as a backup, I will be sowing in the modules in case they not germinate or the mice decide to eat it or whatever is happening. So I've got a backup. So that's the plan for my beans. Okay, next. Peas. I'm going to sow the peas in April. Again, the same thing. But probably no, I'm only going to direct sow peas. Yeah, I've got enough. So, and I've got a few different varieties. I'm gonna go do chickpeas in a bucket, and I'm gonna do the sugar pea, noli. Where are my peas? So I can show you. Here they are, right in front of me. So these are the purple podded I saved last year. So they will be going in a garden April time, direct sowing. And there will be the pea sugar, noli. This will be going as well out direct sowing in April, and ambassador pea. I think this is the garden pea. So yeah, that's the plan. I just double check, but I think it is like that. Yes, for peas. Yeah, direct sow in April. Sunflowers. I'm planning to have a big patch of sunflowers to attract for my, you know, pollinators and bees. So I've got loads of sunflowers. I've got lots of saved seeds as well, actually. These are quite big ones, look. I can't remember the name of this now, which one was it? But I've got all these beautiful sunflowers. Color Fashion, Italian White, Russian Giant, Red Sun, Teddy Bear. I love the teddy bear. And I've got so much more in here. I've got, look how pretty. That's the teddy bear. And that's the Red Sun Giant. Got some separate. These are from last year, and I bought this year from Johnson's. Yeah, so these will be all the sunflowers I'll be sowing this year. And let's check the plan when we'll be sewing these. Sunflowers, I'm gonna direct sew and back up. So by that again, same things like with the beans. I'm gonna direct sew in May all the sunflowers. I show you in May we go out in a garden where I will be sewing them, and as a backup in a module trays as well. So that's the plan. Next, sweet corn. This year I'm going to sew 4 different varieties of sweet corn. So White Lady F1 from Thompson & Morgan, Golden Bantam, the Organic Gardening Catalogue, that's a heirloom variety, Fiesta from Premier Seeds, that's multicolored, it's like more like a flint corn, and I'm saved my own flint corn. You know what you can use for popcorn as well, just for decoration. So I'm going to use that as well. So this is sunflower and sweet corn envelope. May direct sewing and backup. Yeah, with a sweet corn as well. Yeah, direct sew with beans and backup in trays. Next, down on the line, squash. Oh, where's my squash envelope? Here. So I will be growing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different varieties of squashes, mainly winter squashes. I like the way that they store well, so I can have squash. I've still got pumpkins and squashes in a pantry now. So I've got gold honey pumpkin. This one is the sweet pumpkin, what you can use for pumpkin pie. These ones. And then these are the pumpkins as well in here. In a sack. Pumpkin, courgette, cucumber, loofah, squashes. Yeah. So I'm having Blue Ballet from the Organic Gardening Catalogue, Crown Prince, saved seeds I've got only from Crown Prince, so I'm not sure if this cross-pollinated last year. This is actually one of my favorite. I just couldn't get hold of it. It's another thing, when you leave your seed order to January, you actually can't get your favorite seeds because it's just sold out everywhere. So yeah, you really need to get on and start your own seeds now. And I've got 2 different butternut squash. I'm gonna grow this year. And I'm also having this little curry. Another butternut squash from home, the saved seed. So yeah, these are the winter squashes. I will be doing the same with these. Squash. Direct sow in May and back up in module trays. Because I've got so many seeds of these, so I don't mind to double. In case if they all come up in a garden, is no problem. I can still give it away to my friends and family. Loofah from Premier Seed. I've not grown loofah before, so that's gonna be new to me this year. Gold loofah from Premier Seeds in there. And I was thinking about what I'm gonna sow. I was gonna sow in a polytunnel, but then I've changed my mind. So they need to go in a garden because they grow huge. I try to get the sponge out of it. So yeah, that's the loofah. And we're going to continue with the pumpkin just in a sec.